Hi, my name's Dave Stufflebeam, a product manager here at Prodly. I'm going to take a few minutes and introduce to you the Prodly AppOps platform that can help you drive business agility in your organization. Janine Ross at Sloan School of Business at MIT says, for true digital transformation, businesses must embrace agility. Of course, business agility encompasses more than just business systems. But ensuring agility in business systems that impact customer experience is a key component of a successful digital transformation projects. And that's why forward-thinking organizations are deploying a new generation of low-code cloud applications for CPQ, subscription billing, B2B commerce, and field service. These apps offer a never-before-possibility degree of business agility because they can be deployed much faster. One of the side effects of low-code point-and-click applications is that it's generating a new type of data, known as reference data. Reference data is configuration data, but it actually ends up as record data within your Salesforce organization and does not deploy across Salesforce org with traditional change sets. And because this reference data is highly relational, deploying it from one Salesforce org to another with traditional methods like data loader and spreadsheets is hard or near impossible. This is the gap that Prodly aims to fill. AppOps is our comprehensive solution to the entire lifecycle of managing complex reference data-driven applications on Salesforce platform. Our first product automates the deployment of reference data between any Salesforce org. We are now enhancing it with critical enterprise capabilities like version control, which will allow you to roll back reference data changes, an industry first. Let's take a look at how AppOps Release works. First off, you only need to install Prodly AppOps Release in a single Salesforce org. Typically, that's going to be your production org. From there, what you'll do, you'll create connections to any of your other Salesforce orgs. Once you've established your connections, your connection can act as both a source and a destination for data. As you can see, it's using OAuth here, so no new surprises. It's the same security you've been using with Salesforce all along. Once you have your connections in place, you'll work on your data sets. Data sets are nothing more than just mappings of Salesforce objects that are related. I have the capability of seeing all of the objects within my Salesforce org. Once I pick an object, I have the capability of seeing all of its related parent relationships and all of its related child objects. I also have the capability of seeing what objects are actually mapped inside my data set or my schema. Let's go ahead and kick off the deployment. First, I'll open up the price rule dataset. This one happens to be specific to our Salesforce CPQ toolkit. This is going to deploy the price rule, the lookup query, the price action, the price condition, and the lookup to the summary variable. So just 5 objects in this dataset. Let's go ahead and click deploy. Kicking it off is actually pretty simple. What we're going to do is actually take a look here at which connection, this is where our connections come into play, at which connection I would like to use for my source org, and then which org I would like to use as my destination org. So pick my source, pick my target, there's my data set, and click deploy. AppOps Release uses bulk API. So once the bulk API job is sent to Salesforce, the data set is going to be sent to the Prodly cloud. The Prodly cloud will actually take a look at the data set. It'll make a connection between the source and destination data. And as long as the schema matches both the source and the destination, it will kick off the deployment. Each of the objects inside of the data set will start to come over in batches. As you can see here, the price rule object came over first, and then the price action object came second. So AppOps Release, like I said before, automatically knows which objects to bring over first, second, third, and fourth. In this case, it's bringing the most root parent object first so that it has the ability to remap all of the parent-child relationships as the child records are coming over. We have the capability of detecting existing records in the destination org, updating them if they exist, and inserting them if they don't. We actually use an upsert method to do this, and one of the upsert methods that we're using is called virtual external ID. So let's go ahead and take a look at this record that was deployed. You can see here that I actually copied field for field, object for object here. So this is my price rule record. But more importantly, I did bring over all of my related objects, and all of the parent-child relationships were remapped automatically for me. For more information, check out Prodly on the Salesforce App Exchange. Thanks for taking the time to learn more about Prodly and the AppOps platform.